Okay, Coach, ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now on a rainy Florida afternoon, and we are underway from Miami. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
Over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Shift.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
Set. 19. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
19.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
180.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Jim.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Double time. 3 now.
Ran,
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the 29, Trubisky. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Come on, 180.
Check 56. I got you. Check 52.
On first down, Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing again is Watson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down now, Swift. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Ingram holds it in. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Move.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Who needs zone when you got D like this?
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the ground now with Smith, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to 88. They're going to 88. Check back, check back.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Trubisky. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 59 yards. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chopper. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Now Trubisky to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
25, check 25, check 25. Pilot, 64, weak. Lock in, lock in. Here we go,
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
56, Mike, 56, right now. 56.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watson. Throwing again. Gets it off to Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up. Check.
After the interception, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Trubisky. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, Swift. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
Let's see what you got. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Get ready.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That's fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Trubisky now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping.
Blue.
Safety's creeping. Check 31.
General West.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Alert.
Mike's 57's Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
57. Mike, 57.
Trubisky will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk, 34 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here.
Alert 3, alert 3.
18. Red, up.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And shutting him off, now open field. And all the way down to the 29. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Now, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw is Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Check 3.
9.
On third down, a run from Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with fourth down coming up. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
56, right there, 56.
On second down, Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, 18. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check Mike.
Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Red, 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
56 is the Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Any day.
2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now on third and long. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to loft one, deep left, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You got nothing. Kill.
They run again with Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Where you at? Who's that? 54. Who's that? Alert. Let's go.
Watson. His throw incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
To the air yet again. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the 29, Trubisky, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 71 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set. 19. 59.
Here's Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Set. 19. 59. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 7-yard line.
Set. 19. That's right, baby. They don't want
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Matt Breida with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Denver, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.